do battle between the Cleveland Browns. Short boot, and they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they... So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set. 280. White.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Stafford now to throw. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Stafford on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Hey, 22. Stay 50, stay 50.
To the air again, Stafford. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown. Garrett drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Waiting for it back deep, Antonio Callaway. Shedding through the defense. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And now look at him go. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
To throw is Stafford. And this is caught by Watkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. On 1st and 10, Stafford. He sets to fire deep.
What the fuck, dude? Come on, guys. GG. But shit, holy hell, bro. I can't even do that shit with Odell.
As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he powers his way up past the 30. The tackle made by Derek Kindred.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 31, Mayfield steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye, Mike Daniels, in for the sack. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
He finds Beckham complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A give running right is Chubb. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Following the penalty.
Oh, come on. Squeeze through there, bro.
A few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Point it right.
From the gun, Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway.
Fuck me,
his
dude.
First touchdown of the new season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to
fault.
increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 31 yards there and a 1st down. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Stafford. This one hauled in by Sample. And he gets it down to the 32. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Bengals.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A draw play for Mixon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On 1st down, Stafford here. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They begin this drive with Chubb. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield off the play fake. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 81 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Monday.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. On 4th down, Stafford. He's got his man, Boyd. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. 2nd and 10, Stafford again. To Mixon on the check down. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Peyton Barber, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Real. 56. Hey, my orbit. Who that? 57's the mic. Rock 57.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. That's taken in by Callaway. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-power offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Stafford. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Pull it high.
At the 46-yard line.
53. Check 53.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. The shotgun snap for Stafford. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Returnable here for Callaway. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
From the 25 on second down, Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. He's at the 30, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. He missed it again. The fourth time now in this game alone, and that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I got it.
They'll indeed start on the ground. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about it.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And again, it's Chubb. Room here to run. A solid stiff arm. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. To throw, Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now on second and 13. Stafford, and the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. Got his man. It's Eifert. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. A toss play to Chubb. And some room to roam now. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 32 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now Stafford, rush coming, and he's taken down. Sione Takitaki getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? So they will go for it. Stafford. He's got his man. It's
good God, gentlemen.
And
Holy fuck, knock it out of his hand.
40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. Open man is born.
Out route,
and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
And I don't know why my guys not fucking cover it.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They go back to the ground now with Mixon.
Holy fucking shit, man.
He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. There he goes left side. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Let's 57. 57's
Mayfield on play action. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play fake. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, wide open. Complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. Odell Beckham. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year.
Oh, my God, dude.
As his guys continue to pull
missed another one.
It's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point. And our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
You do the same play back to back. I'm going to read it, bro.
He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. And this is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
180! Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Dancing to his left.
Run!
Fucking this.
God
this
damn.
will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Oh, my God.
Seibert's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than...
And that's caught.
Oh, my fucking God, dude. This game's been giving you bullshit all day.
Tyler Boyd, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
Check, check.
From the gun, here's Stafford.
Oh, now he drops the pass when it don't matter.
Complete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, 42 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing is Stafford. He completes it to
You know where he's fucking going. He does the same fucking plays.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Do draw Corkers.
From the 39, Stafford, blitz coming, and down he goes. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Stafford. And the catch good, it's Eifert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13.
Motherfuckers don't drop
complete
shit.
to the right side. It's Eifert. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get your reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
Same play,
He's
really.
able to get it to the 33.
Back to back.
Good enough for a 1st down.
I'm just letting you do it to close.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert.
I feel like you're better than this, though.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Stafford. This one hauled in by Sample. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Browns defense stands tall. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground. This time it's
Good God, man.
And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.